Hey, if you would like some free ore chunks, they're just hanging out here, south of town. Alright. Drop the cart. I know I can just start chopping the tree, but like clipping bothers me. And if you just like start chopping the tree, that thing clips into your butt. Yeah, I'm excited for the Empire. I'll be able to give the founding members some honorary titles. I think Mutation wants to be the Grand Vizier. Someone else can be the Minister of Impure Thoughts. You know, other cozy titles. Oh, are you coming to get the ore chunks? They're free. Jokes off drink, that's a cozy title? Yeah. The only way to ensure coziness is to, you know, clean the mine of impure thoughts. So we ought to have a department regulated for just that, right? All is cozy in the Cozy Empire. To be working overtime. In my Cozy Empire, nah, everyone's gonna be perfect the second they join. Joining the Cozy Empire cleanses you of all sins. It's really a pretty sweet deal. The computer sounds like it's melting a little bit. Stream still seems to be going strong. It might be that, you know, it's 10,000 degrees. Even now at like 5 a.m. Deeper than some IRL methods. Oh no, have I become Protestant? I believe that was the deal. Martin Luther got so upset of how much money it took to absolve you of sins. He wrote an angry letter and nailed it to the church doors and accidentally founded a religion. I'm not trying to found a religion, but if it happens, I'm not saying I'd be upset with it. Alright, I gotta make sure the farm is constantly going. Crop oil is the most important piece. Because without the crop oil, we cannot polish. Keep seeming to get like one at a time. Took all the chunks you could carry. There was still more. That's so nice. I think ore might be one of the most efficient ways to get supplies. Alright, Pearson. Stop being inside of me, please. Hey, Totoro's in here. Love your movie. I didn't realize crop oil would be such a struggle. Like, it's a 0 to 10 dice roll, so theoretically I could get like 3 in one go. Yeah, if I wasn't trying to achieve a specific goal, I definitely would have been all over those, whoops. All over those ore chunks. The job I tend to get the most out of is smithing. Just so comfortable with the process. I don't know why. Like, sometimes this guy asks for ingots. Sometimes this guy asks for iron frames. And I feel like tools are worth a decent amount of money. No one's buying my $200 tools, but could. Yep, 1 crop oil. Every single time. Let's make some of that polish. Polish? Oh, the pitch. Now hold on. Polish. Amber resin. Pitch. Okay. I thought I went crazy there for a second. I thought maybe like crop oil wasn't actually in the recipe. I was gonna lose my mind. Speaking of Totoro, have you and yours watched any other Ghibli movies? Since the first time they watched Spirited Away? Yeah. Spirited Away was such an exciting moment for the kids. It was like terrifying and they loved it at the same time. They were so brave. But we tend to watch Ponyo over and over again. Honestly, that's about it. Howl's Moving Castle. That one feels appropriate enough for kids. Hang on. I want to grab the rest of the amber. The way Roomba stares at you while you run by. A little scary. Amber. But they do keep watching Totoro and Kiki's Delivery Service. Hal is your favorite? You don't quite recommend Porco Rosso? But you still get a kick out of it? I could check it out. I've never seen that one. It's kind of hard to... Yeah, it's hard to recommend Ghibli movies I haven't seen. I really want to see the one about the heron. I think it's just called A Boy and the Heron. The Boy and the Heron. Like, it's the new hotness. And I want to watch it with the family, but I'm pretty sure that one's wildly inappropriate. You named your bearded dragon Haku after Spirited Away. That's awesome. But I believe his full name was the Haku River, or Kohaku River. The Boy and the Heron was Miyazaki's most recent work. Yeah. Here it would scare my kids. Yep. I'm trying to get my kids to be more brave. Like, I don't want to give them too many nightmares, but like, I think it's healthy to get scared a little. Like, I wouldn't show them aliens or anything like that, but like, Spirited Away was like the edge of their tolerance. The trouble is, like, my daughter's a big manipulator. Love her. So in like an attempt to like stay up later, I think she was telling my wife that she was having nightmares. She was like, oh, if I say I have nightmares, we get to stay up and snuggle a bit. Even though, like, she can definitely handle the things she's seeing. And so my wife naturally comes to me and is like, I knew they couldn't watch that movie.
Thanks, Granddad.
Thanks for following Bits and Logic. I appreciate it. Welcome. I hope you will all consider joining my empire when it is ready. Your brother was 5 when Ponyo came out. He was in love with the titular character Ponyo because they both loved ham. Nice. My daughter, the manipulator she is, says she's a vegetarian. But really, she just hates eating food. Like, if meat was candy somehow, she'd be all about it. Got no, like, moral objections to eating meat. She'll eat summer sausage, and I think that's because we call it meat cookies. You know, you slice them into little discs. She's like, it's a cookie? I'm in. My son, on the other hand, has like a texture thing with like nuts and coconuts, which are like 2 of my favorite ingredients. Like, I think one of my favorite like meal flavors has got to be like the Thai peanut and like with like a sweet coconut shreds on it. I've got like a dream meat thing. Is that weird? Does everyone have like a dream meat thing? That is like, I want to like slow cook a bowl of pork like until it basically turns into like a mush. Like, so soft that you could cut it with a spoon, right? Then I want to infuse it with like a Thai peanut and coconut flavoring. I want all that crystallized like a bowling ball in like some kind of brown sugar like glaze, like something that hardens into like nearly a candy. So that you like split it open like a coconut, eat it with a spoon, and then eat the bowl. for dessert. It would be so good. That's my dream meat thing. One of these days I will achieve my dream meat thing. I take it from the silence from the chat. You're all just in awe of my meat thing. Listen, the meat thing will be glorious. It's going to revolutionize the way we do business. You have texture issues with most meat, but you hope everyone lives their dreams. I will. Meat and cheese are like my two favorite things. My blood's basically queso at this point. And say, you describe that like how a writer of One Piece describes the food from character perspectives in a way that makes you, listener, really crave that thing suddenly. But you didn't want to assume I knew One Piece. I know a decent amount of One Piece. I wish I could tell you what episode I left off on. I think it was shortly after Brooke joined the crew. So I'm in like episode 1000 of like 5000 or something, and I'll never be able to find my place again. It's impossible. I wish I had time for anime. I did do. The last anime I watched was Death Parade. I really like that one. That was like episode 283-ish, you want to say? No way. That was like episode 1000. Death Parade is so good. I'm glad you know about it. It was so short. It was actually kind of perfect for me because like I could watch the whole thing in like a day. One of those days when I'm feeling too weak to even like play video games. Those are like rare days. But like I will get knocked the heck out by, hang on, crap oil. You didn't see nothing. Got that alky. My God, that's all the crop oil I need. Sorry. Stay cool. Stay cool. Did you... If I saw anything. Hit the ground. Somebody named Sugar. Somebody in... That's the German guy who stole my name. I mean, like, Sugarheart is my full name, but when we created our character, we tried to be Sugar. It was like Emperor Sugar just has like such a cozy ring to it, you know? They only hit episode 1000 last year. Also, you were singing the intro to Death Parade for the next year after you watched it. Won't lie. Nice. Death Parade was so good and underrated. Yeah. Do you anime fans out there also listen to a bunch of anime music videos? Because I gotta say, like, that's how I discovered it. I was just listening to like some jams at work. Oh, maybe I have too many wood polishes now. Where's the wood polish? I need exactly 2. Okay, cool. The pitch will prevent me from having more. It's a little sad that at the exact time I needed 2 crop oil, I was about to get 2 crop oil. Also, found it on the floor. How do you set a new home again? There's like a metal statue in the very center of town. I believe you right click on it. This guy. The ruined town statue. Right click on that and you change your home location. Alright. So I've got all the wood polish in the world. Let's get rid of this tree sap, mushrooms, the ferts, the bark, crop oils, infinite star bulbs, potions. I grab these. I've got 60 planks. That's more than enough. I need study journals. I don't have enough study journals, so I'm going to need to make ink. So I need pigment and fish oil. Then I'm going to need some parchment. We've got it. We're going to complete wood research. Thank you. You're welcome. You don't watch much anime, but you like reading manga every once in a while? Me too. Honestly, I think I prefer reading manga. Like, I got really deep into it for a while. Like, I've got like 3 bookshelves just full of manga I've read. A lot of it's appropriate for children too. I have no idea why, but I read like Tokyo Mew Mew and Peta 10. And now my daughter's learning to read and I can just be like, here. Enjoy. She's gonna learn how to read backwards, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Tokyo Mew Mew was your first ever exposure to anime and manga? You love Tokyo Mew Mew? I'm hesitant to say I love Tokyo Mew Mew. It was a good time. I will be judged forever on the internet if I say I love Tokyo Mew Mew. Let's just pretend I'm super cool and didn't, okay? I don't know. I love all things. Like, at some point I had an epiphany and, like, just realized that, like, fun things are fun and I shouldn't care what other people think. He said after caring what other people think. But, yeah. So, like, I've read some, like, hardcore manga, like Battle Royale. Had a really good manga set. What have I read? Let's see. I had Love Hina, AI Love You. I thought Ken Akamatsu was funny. Really funny. And since I was a young lad at the time, harem animes were just wonderful. Honestly, I think they actually helped me with my social skills involving women. Like, they all had, like, 2-dimensional personalities. But, like, back then, women were such a mystery to me. It was like, wow, they can be interested in 2 things? Being a woman and sword fighting? Wow. Women are such mysterious creatures. Have I seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? Not only have I seen that, I also don't know if I've seen that. Because Full Metal Alchemist like came out twice, and like the series are near identical as far as I can tell. So I have no idea which one I saw and which one I didn't, or if I've seen both. Because like I rewatched it at one point and I wanted to watch the one I didn't watch, but I don't know which one I watched the first time. And so like I'm full metal confused. And Shimuyu was a good not harem anime. I was really into that too.